Well, it's great to be here. It's great to be here in Richmond, and this is where it all started for Zac, who would be an outstanding mayor of London and would do a great job for our capital city. But let me just say a word about the school that we're in, because this is an outstanding school. And I want to thank the head teacher, Maggie Bailey, for everything that she and her team does for London and for London children. Because we all try and make changes in people's lives. She does it every day that she comes to work at this school. We are in this extraordinary city. It has been such a massive success over the last few years. More people in work, more infrastructure being built, more investment going in. It's an outstanding city, and it's had, for the last 8 years, an absolutely outstanding mayor in Boris Johnson. And I'm proud to stand alongside him. Now, to follow Boris, we need an outstanding candidate, and that is what we've got in Zac Goldsmith. He has fought so hard. Now, you're going to hear from the mayor. BackZac. You're going to hear from the mayor. You're going to hear from the mayor. You're going to hear from the man. But let me just tell you why I think he would make such a great mayor of London. First of all, he's the right man for the job. You know that here in Richmond. He delivers for people. He works for people. He's not in it for the power. He's not in it for the glory. He's in it because he delivers for local people, and that's what he'll do for London. He's the right man for the job. Not only is he the right man, he's got the right plan. He has put the issue of housing on the agenda, the night tube on the agenda, making sure that we have more green spaces, that we plant trees, we have a green London, as well as a working and successful London. He's the right man with the right plan. That's why we want to make him our mayor. And he's got the right priorities. Right now, the last thing Londoners need is a tax rise. Zac has said he's going to freeze the council tax. What a contrast to his opponent, who would put up the council tax every year. He's got the right priorities for London, and that's why we back him. He's also got the right way of working. The truth is, and I've seen this as your Prime Minister for the last 6 years, Boris has seen it as Mayor for the last 8 years. This works when you have a mayor and a government working hand in glove. That's what we do, working together. That is what we can have in London. We can have Crossrail 2. We can have that investment. We can have the extra jobs. We can have those things with a Conservative mayor working with a Conservative Prime Minister, delivering for all of London. That's the way to work, and that's what he'd do. So the right man, the right plan, the right priorities, the right way of working. But this isn't a referendum on one candidate. This is a choice. And you've got to think about the choice at this election. Now, you don't need to know everything about Labour's candidate. You just need to know one fact. He nominated Jeremy Corbyn to be leader of the Labour Party, and he doesn't regret that choice. So as I said, when we did a rally, what was it, 100 days ago, 98 days ago, if you want to be lab rats in Labour's experiment in London, then you go for the other guy. If you want someone who delivers, a great candidate, a great mayor, the man with the right plan, vote for Zac Goldsmith. Now, I want you, in these last 2 days, I want you to give it everything you've got. Now, you'll read the opinion polls. I think I'm someone who can tell you a few things about opinion polls just before an election. There's only one poll that matters. That is on Thursday. That is getting everyone out to vote. And as you do, remember this. Not only have you got a great candidate, but he is building on a great legacy. Because of the man I'm about to introduce you to. Boris is not only a great friend, Boris is also a fantastic mayor. He has put his back into this job for the last 8 years. He's done an excellent job, and now you're going to hear it from him. Let's hear it from Boris Johnson, Mayor of London.
Thank you very much, folks. Dave, Prime Minister, everybody, thank you very much for coming along this evening. Now, I see many people here who were with me in that great campaign 8 years ago when we removed Ken Livingstone, we removed the leftists from City Hall. Do you remember? They were a bunch of high-taxing, high-spending, taxpayer-funded Chateauneuf-du-Pape swilling Hugo Chavez venerating bendy bus fetishists, and we got them out. We got them out of City Hall, and ever since, London has prospered and thrived as never before. It's doing wonderfully well at the moment, our city. And what did the Labour Party do then? What did those Corbynistas, what did those Livingstonians do? Well, they tried to get it back in 2012. Obviously, we repelled them again. But what did they do? They took over something, and everybody know what they took over? The Labour Party. They took over the Labour Party, and the terrible truth is that the Labour candidate for mayor, Sadiq Khan, is the emanation. He has come out of the woodwork. He has come out. He has emerged from the Corbynistas, the Livingstonians. He comes from that strain of political thinking. Do we want those types of people back in City Hall? No. Do we want them running the greatest city on earth? No, we certainly don't. There is only one man. There is only one man who can conceivably stop that outcome on Thursday. Conceivably stop London lapsing back into the grip of the Labour Party. And that man is the man on my right. That man is Zac Goldsmith. He is a fantastic candidate. I've known him for years. He is a man of passion and principle. He is a brilliant environmental campaigner. He has fantastic policies for this city, even something marginally even better than mine, I have to admit. But never mind. On housing, on the environment, this is a man who has campaigned on Heathrow Airport, never mind that for the moment. This is a man who has campaigned, who has delivered consistently. If you want one piece of evidence of how well he works and how he has served his constituents, Zac Goldsmith at the last election was rewarded by his voters with the single biggest increase in his majority of any member of Parliament. That is the man. That is the man we need to have as our Mayor of London. Now, we have 48 hours to keep them out. 48 hours to keep out the high-taxing, high-spending Corbynistas. Do we want our city, as Dave has rightly said, do we want it to be the laboratory, the petri dish for Corbynism? No, we certainly don't. The Labour Party is currently, in my view, imploding. We have a fantastic chance on Thursday. Let's get out there. Let's get out and campaign for a fantastic programme. A programme of freezing council tax, of building more homes, of doing the right thing for our city, and above all, of negotiating with government, as only Zac can, to get the funding that our city needs. Come on, folks. We've got 48 hours. We've got 48 hours to do it. I want each and every one of you to get out there from now on and get the votes in for Zac Goldsmith on Thursday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Give it up for Zac Goldsmith, the next Mayor of London.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming today. But first, thank you, Boris. Thank you, Prime Minister, for those kind, those generous words. But even more importantly, thank you for the support, the energy, the commitment you've given this campaign from the day it began right up until the end. I'm so grateful. You are brilliant, and you have been brilliant supporters all along. I'm so grateful to you. Boris, you stepped down as mayor in 2 days. And you can... I know. Just 2 days. But no national rejoicing. You will leave with your head held high, and you'll leave with your head held high because you kept your promises to London. You delivered for Londoners. You put London back on the map as the most important city in the world. You have been an excellent mayor. And I want to thank you. I can hardly find the words, actually, to thank everyone in this room for the support you have given me. You have been heroic. Some of you have given the best part of a year, flogging the streets, talking to residents, knocking on doors, selling my action plan for Greater London, more homes, better transport, safer streets, cleaner air, all paid for without putting a penny on council tax, delivered by working with this government. You have been selling that message, and I'm so indebted to each and every one of you. But give yourself a round of applause. But I'm afraid, I have one more favour to ask of you. We have 2 days left, and this election will go right down to the wire. Now, it's a cliche in politics when we say that every single vote will count, but in this election, every single vote will count. So that piece of literature you put through the last door, every single conversation you have, every door you knock on, that could be the thing that flips the outcome on February. So I'm going to need you to throw the kitchen sink at this campaign for each and every hour between now and the election. I can tell you for the next 24 hours, I'll be charging through London on my beautiful blue battle bus. And I will be literally delivering for London. I'll be joining Dominic Gillum, our wonderful GLA candidate for Hillingdon and Ealing, on his morning 4:30 milk round in just a few hours' time. And you're all more than welcome to join me. Even you, Elizabeth. This thing will go down to the wire, we know that, and the choice in this election could not be clearer. It was a big choice when Boris stood against Ken. The gap between the two was wide, but the gap between what I'm standing for, what we represent, and what the Labour Party today represents could not be wider. This election matters so much. If you want council tax frozen for 4 years, then back me. If you want our precious green spaces, the green spaces that make London the magical city it is, protected, then back me. If you want continued investment in our transport infrastructure so that London can keep moving and keep growing, then back me. And if you want those 50,000 homes built, but built beautifully in a way that enhances our existing communities, there is only one choice in this election. If you want London to stay safe, if you want the police to have the tools, the backing and the resources they need to keep us safe, then back me. There is only one choice in this election. And fundamentally, if you want a mayor whose promises you can trust, then back me. My record shows that when I make a pledge, I keep it. When I say I'm going to deliver, I deliver. And as a consequence... Above all, the choice in this election is between a mayor who will build on the great work of this man to my right here and make it work for Londoners across the board, or it is a Labour Party that cannot even run itself, let alone this great city of ours. What happens in 2 days' time will define London not just for the next 4 years, it will define London for the next 40 years. So together, let's get out there, let us secure a future for London. Thank you so much for coming today and for everything you've done.